There we go. That'll do. I know it's 100,001 meters, but it's fine. Doesn't have to be like bang on perfect, I guess. Right, I guess we switch to this one next. And let's see if we can change the inclination on approach. Set that as the target, whereas the inclination is there. Add a maneuver here just to adjust the inclination so it's the same. $10 meters a second burn to get it on a similar inclination. Oh, but I do want to keep that periapsis up a little bit as well. There we go. We'll go to there, and then we've got the marker to be able to do whatever. So this is in 1 day's time. So let's time warp to that. Yeah, I'm not going to do the trading missions until I've sorted all these satellites up. Can delay the training missions. They don't have to be whatever. That will do. Let's add this down here. Oh, where's the close approach? What is the Renaissance dive orbit? 167. Perfect. Seriously? That far away? Why are you that far away? Oh, separation. Never mind. I was looking at the relative speed. Separation's good. It's probably a little bit too good. There we go. That'll do. So that's in 25 minutes. Let's go and do that. That's another 14 meters a second. We've got more than enough delta V in these little satellites. Gonna orientate it the correct way. And for the most part, I'm just doing that basically, like, so we can get rid of this maneuver node in a sec. Something I do want to keep an eye out for is my AP PE. Well, actually no, the PE doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Because what does matter is the intersect node, the separation. There it is. I was wondering where that pink node was going to come in, because that's the important one. How close do we want it? Don't want to do it too close to the thing, because 800 meters is a good distance away. when we do the reticent orbit dive. So let's do what's our target orbit? 167652. Oh, there's so many things selected now. One, 6, 7. Click, 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 click. What was it? 172, something like that. 652. I know it ended with a 2. Oops. $650. I'll be more exact when we do it with the monopropellant. Okay, so that is in 4 hours. Not that long. That's nice. Nice that it's not that long. And that's going to take a good couple of days to be able to get around anyway. So let's... It's time warp. It's really slow when it gets out to that AP. Not as slow as that, though. Whoops. Oh, I don't want that selected, thanks. Do the rest when we get down to periapsis, I think. Was it 167? Okay. Now we do want to be pointed retrograde. Where are we compared to that? 500 meters. Closing. I really hope we don't have like a close approach here. A 100 meters. Oof. What's the, what's it? 167. Overshot ever so slightly. That was within 100 meters. That could have been bad. There we go. 100, 16758, 652, that's what we need. Oh my goodness, I need to increase the... 562 was it? Dude. This is... Six, 5, 2. There we go. 167652. And then I'm going to increase that back up because we will use the monopropellant sequentially to slow us down. Yeah, that got a little bit too close for comfort. I'm not gonna lie. This is number 2, right? Like, yeah, this is number 2. Perfect. Yeah, that did get a little bit too close for comfort there. It's pretty cool. This is the other one. So this is in its parking orbit. Curb-net access. Because now I can do biomes in this as well. So we've got midlands, highlands, lowlands, flats. There's a question mark there. There's lowlands. There is flats. Where were flats? Oh, that's altitude. Ooh. I didn't realize this mode did that. Cycle visibility, that might be better. You can zoom right in as well. So I can really nail like that. That question mark there. So I don't know what that question mark is. Where are we? What is that? That's the Midlands. Oh, that's where the slopes are. I've always wondered where the slope biomes were. It's in between the Midlands, the Highlands, and the low... Weird. Well, now I can find the slopes on this. Ugh, that looks horrible. Yeah, so now we can find the slopes. I've always wondered where the slopes actually were. Cool. Now we can pinpoint the slopes in lesser flats over there. Look. We can pinpoint the slopes and land on the slopes if we wanted to. Awesome. So this is somewhere over here, I think. That's the flats, because it's upside down. It's always upside down, right? Yeah, I don't know what that question mark is. There'll be something there, obviously. Don't know what it is. We can check it at some point. It's nice having that probe core on these, because we haven't had access to this. Like, in my old save, I didn't have access to that. Oh, we did. It's just that it came in a little bit late. Like, it was towards the end of the save. So we never really utilized it. But now we'll be able to utilize that a little bit better and play around with that a little bit more. It would be nice to set up like full GPS network around like the Mun and Minmus. That'd be pretty cool to do. That would take a lot of time and planning though. So maybe we won't do that. Aren't the question marks anomalies? Yeah, so it'll either be a monolith. It could be a landmark. It could be, yeah. It'll be one of those kind of things. It'll probably be a monolith. I can't remember where all the monoliths are on Minmus. I'll be honest. I've never really looked for them. But for instance, if we go to the Mun, real quick. And then we jump to one of these. This has the same probe core, so this will be able to find the question marks. And I think there is a question mark here because that's where the Neil Armstrong Memorial is, somewhere around there. I think there's a question mark up here somewhere because there is an archway there. There's another archway somewhere around up here on this crater. And there are monoliths like dotted all around everywhere, so they come up as question marks. I think all of those would come up as question marks on the thing. Talking about where the slopes are, isn't Minmus generated map? Procedurally generated map. Terrain is different from game save to game save. No. Minmus is not. I don't think. I don't think, no, none of the planets are, no, this is all the same as the last one. What is generated, found different flats in different places. Yeah, it's the same map each time, but what is different, as Discount was saying, is the ores may shift. Yeah, the ores will shift, so where the ores are. I think Minmus used to look different at a different, like, it used to look different. There was a much larger flat area. It did used to be different before the game finally came out, but it's not changed for a long time. None of the planets have changed. None of the planets change from different save to different save. It's always the same. The things that are different is the ores. Okay, so we've got that on its dive orbit. Let's switch to the number 2, and we'll set that up. Set up our maneuver. And my music stopped as well. Isn't that just awkward? Should we put the playlist on we were listening to yesterday? I was really enjoying that playlist. Some weird tracks in there, but it was quite nice. Whoops. That'll do. I mean, we'll get it more precise. Yeah, hey Discount, how are you? Yeah, let's put on a different soundtrack, shall we? Let's put on the one that we were listening to yesterday. Shut up! We'll go from where we left off yesterday. So there'll still be new stuff. Right, so that's in 3 hours time. So let's go and time warp to that. And then we'll need to go and sort this one out. I don't know if you saw it, Discount, but earlier today I've been messing around with the with my folders and files and stuff, and explaining what each of the files, because I've kind of updated everything, right? Yeah, those. So I've kind of created an introductionary file thing. I did start reading it. Yeah, dude. Well, I kind of went through it at the beginning of the stream and kind of explained it all and stuff, but hopefully it's fairly self-explanatory. There are a few things that I think I can improve on, but there are a few things that we think that we can improve on in there that I might add to it at some point, but yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it. I think it reads quite well. Reading while waiting for nuclear reactor to heat up between testing. I don't know how serious you are with that. Actually, just gonna use monopropellant. I think that's just better. Just more accurate. %, true, except more testing stream turbines than reactors at this point. I don't know how to respond to that. That'll have to do. I don't think, because it's Minmus. Minmus is really difficult because it's got such low gravity. Even with the massively reduced thrust on the thrust limiters, I can't get it exact. So that'll have to do. I mean, it should stay in a fairly good orbit next to the 0-1. Let's just switch to this real quick, because I think it was like a kilometer out. Oh. There we go. That's better. Hey, in fact, you know what I should do with this? Shut down these engines and put it in hibernation mode. Should do the same with the other. Last thing I want is for it to run out of electric charge or something stupid like that. It shouldn't, because the solar panels are ginormous compared to the craft, but can never be too careful. I love how this little thing turned out, actually looking. I think it looks nicer than the old one that we used to have. It looks nicer, but it's pretty much the same thing, right? It's obviously got more mass to it. Yeah, no, I'm really proud with how these turned out. Yesterday, we did a good job designing them. Okie dokie, let's set target to this. Set that as the target. Let's sort out my ascending node here. That is at 12 meters a second burn. Really need to be doing all this with monopropellant. It's also in 3 days' time. What time are we actually on now? We're on day 51. I'm tempted to launch the first of these now, just because that will take, what, 9 days to get out to Minmus and 9 days back. So I'm tempted to launch this now, while we're waiting on this to circularize. Just because why not, right? We may as well. So let's go and do that. To be determined. It isn't to be determined. It's BAS. Whoops. Already had it on capitals. I think. Yeah, BAS. That's right. BS-01. Launch site is the KSC internal Minmus training mission. I'm not going to extend that information any more than what I have. No earlier than day 50 now because we pushed it back a little bit. Mission parameters. Train. Oops, capitals. Train the crew to a 1.5 star rating. Train the crew to a 1.5 star rating. More testing, stream turbines. I've already read that. So I presume you mean in some sort of video game discount, you don't actually mean an actual nuclear reactor? Or do you actually mean an actual nuclear reactor? If that is the case, I'm impressed. Very impressed. Also, something I didn't know about you. I presume you mean in a video game. I don't know, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. You might be waiting on a real nuclear reactor. I've stood on top of a real one, but never worked on a real one. Yes, video game. Okay, I was gonna say. I'm actually gonna make this day 52. So we can launch this out. This is actually going to go from the Desert Launch Complex. First crewed launch from there. This is all going from the Desert Launch Complex for this one. We're going to Minmus. And then the other two will go out to Mutton, so we can launch them from the KSC. Actually going to move that to no earlier than day 70, and that one's day 80. Nice. Let's also get our Kerbal tracker out. And let's update this. What day we are now? We're on day 51. So this is going to go up day... What did I say? Day 52? Yeah, day 52. Completion date, which will be no earlier than, well, if it's a 8-day trip there, 8-day trip back, 14 days plus plus deviation. So say I'll say no earlier than. No, we'll do the minimum time. So no earlier than 74, so that's 12 days. Wait, is that 12 days or is that 24 days? It's 24 days, you idiot. 24 days! Dum-dum. So let's go and get this ready, and we'll come back to this in 3 days' time. That can be when they are transferring out. Space Center. Bam, bam. Oh, temperature surveys of Minmus. In flight below, though. In flight above. Construction of a rover on the surface of Minmus. Recover module MWXX from orbit of Kerbin. Surface outpost on the Mun. See, we're not doing any of these. You see what I mean? So we're only going to do stuff that we know we can do, and I don't think I'm going to do any rescue Kerbal stuff, because that would undermine you guys redeeming Kerbals. Still got the explore Kerbin to go, but this will happen, don't worry. Yeah, so we can't pick up any of these contracts. Can only pick up the contracts for the things that are relevant to the launch/mission. Now, the temperature, we might be able to do that, actually. If, depends where they are. So that's above, that's above, that's above. We could do that, I think, with these satellites that I've got, because they have thermometers on. But if it's that one, that one, that one, and that one, then it's a no. See, this is where customer contracts could come in, so maybe you guys could build something for, like, these sort of missions. That could be really cool, actually. Like, you could build a satellite that could go out and just get into a orbit with plenty of Delta V, and we just change the orbit and pick up these as we go. That could be really fun. But like I said, need to focus. We've got an objective and we need to focus on it. So what are we doing? We're going to the spaceplane hangar. So all of this is set up, so we don't get any rewards for doing the setup. I can't find my lifter. Hopefully this is the correct... Hopefully this is the correct craft file. It looks like the most up-to-date version. Doesn't have any flags on, does it? No. I really like the look of Boreas. I'm glad that we didn't retire this. I was tempted to retire it, but I just like the look of Boreas. We need to name the Pollux capsule. Any ideas for a name of this Pollux capsule? PLX-01. Any ideas, chat? You guys can name these. Maybe we could do channel point redemption for name a Kerbal craft as well. So like name a command pod that I'm gonna launch at some point in the booyah. Maybe we could do that, like within region. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna set that up now. I think I might leave the channel point's name as Womble Pocket Fluff. Oh yeah, I've still got the suggest a movie poster reward as well. I'm not planning on changing my movie posters though. Send a message in sub-only mode? That's actually a thing.